Now, Bengals versus Colts, that year. You know I'm a Bengals fan. Sam White, who threw me a birthday bash at Kings Island this weekend, he knows that. But I also calls them as I sees them, okay? Let's look at the liabilities. AJ is doubtful.
Yeah, that's true. But look on the bright side, Hoji. I mean, it might actually positively alter their game plan because they need to understand that the only way they're going to win in the playoffs is if they rely on Jeremy Hill in the running game.
But Andrew Luck
is great, but, he kind of struggles when there's pressure on him. He has the propensity for the turnovers. And the Bengals are going to turn up the heat on Luck like they did with Peyton Manning. Our secondary has looked pretty good in recent weeks, actually, except for a couple of slip-ups versus the Steelers.
But Daddio, Cincinnati finished 30th in the league in sacks with only 23. Look, I'll say this. They have only one thing going for them. Marvin Lewis, he's at the point where the man just doesn't care. He's calling people midgets. He's saying concussions are good for you. At this point, he's like that old guy you always bump into in the bathroom who just tells you what he thinks,
Oh, the guy at Paul Brand Stadium. You mean Hank?
Yeah, Hank. Exactly, Hank. He's like Hank. Look, my brain is telling me that the Bengals are going to lose, but my heart is saying that there's always hope. So let's hope for some trick plays with Mohamed Sanu and a lot of strange blitzes. If they can confuse Peyton Manning, maybe they can do the same to his successor Luck. You never know.
So what's your hunch, OG?
Bengals, but barely. Bengals 21, Colts 20. Off to the Lions versus the Cowboys. Both franchises have been huge disappointments, and now they're going head-to-head. It's like watching two cashiers their first day on the job competing to see who's the most competent. I don't know, the one who loses the fewest $100 bills, see what I mean? So this game, who'll win, right? The Cowboys have that great running game, but their defense is still vulnerable. And do you remember the last time Calvin Johnson played against them? When they made the mistake of guarding him one-on-one? Yeah, 329 yards. That's what he did. And now Megatron is rested and they're ready to wreak havoc.
You're right, Hoji. DeMarco Murray is a great running back, but he's been so great this year because of those huge holes. His offensive line has been opening up for him. But against this Detroit defensive line, especially with Sue back in there, they're going to be pumped up and Murray is going to have to earn those yards.
Yeah, so they might give up on the running game early and try to have Romo win the game, which means turnovers and typical Cowboy disaster, which is why I'm predicting Lions over Cowboys 24-21. Plus, Daddio, what is a cowboy, really? The boy of a cow is called a calf, and when it grows up, it's a bull. I mean, seriously, read the book,
Yeah, speaking of reading, Hoji, I was reading your blog during our hiatus, and I noticed you were working on a great new product.
That's right, Daddio, the beard hat, modeled on my own distinctive facial hair. Are you tired of a cold jaw on a frigid night? And do people constantly mock you for your clean-cut look, calling you egg face, or perhaps Smoothie Nobushi looks like a John Belushi? Hojify your mug with a beard hat from VAT19 in an array of colors. Not everyone is born with a beard like mine, but with the beard hat, your jawline baldness will be our secret.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to this episode of Sorry If I Spit When I Speak.